Hey guys, so it's been a long time since I've done any sort of favorites video or hits or misses or whatever you want to refer to them as, and I figured I would do one now because I don't think I've talked about any of these products, at least not in depth or in this, what is the word I'm looking for? Situation? No, it's context. There we go. Why do I keep doing this now? Ugh. But anyway, my room is an absolute train wreck, so please pretend like you can't see it. But over the past 2 weeks I've been working on the musical, and if you guys follow me on Snapchat, you have been able to follow along with me. I didn't vlog it because honestly that's just like a really weird thing to do unless everybody knows that I'm a YouTuber, which not all of them do, and it's not something that I like to be like, hey, everybody, just so you all know, it's just not, that's not my style. So I was doing like Snapchat things, so hopefully you guys get to see some. If not, maybe I can do like a little compilation if anyone's interested, but I don't know. But it was awesome, I had a great time. It was my last time doing it, and I like that it ended on a high note for me, so it was great, and that's that. Alright, while we're on that topic actually, before I move on, someone requested that I do a video talking about theater makeup and like my experience, how I made my designs and stuff like that. I don't feel like there's a high demand for that. Oh, sorry, the sun clouds keep moving. Anyway, but let me know if any of you are interested. I don't want to put a video out that no one's gonna watch, but if there are enough of you interested, I will definitely consider doing it. I'm not an expert. I kind of learned from my predecessor, and then I kind of learned things as I went along, but if it's something you guys would like to see, let me know. Okay. Alright, I have a feeling this is going to be quite a long video, and these clouds, man, I apologize. But let's start with skincare. The first thing is from IT Cosmetics. It's the Confidence in a Cream. This is for all skin types. It's anti-aging armor, and it's in silver to emphasize the armor part. They sent this to me a while back, and I was having real skin issues for a while there, and I was really getting frustrated with it because I wasn't sure what was causing it. And this was about a month ago I started using this, and for 2 weeks my skin was amazing, and I definitely attribute part of it at least to this, because this makes your skin feel really smooth, really moisturized, and like very plush, I want to say. I only use this at night though because I definitely think it's a bit too rich to wear under makeup, but as an overnight cream I definitely think this is great. It's a bit pricey, I know that, even though they sent this to me. I just wanted to put that out there for you guys. But if you're like me, I turn 24 next week. I don't want to talk about that. I definitely need to actually start using anti-aging products.
I was talking to my winter contact, Evelyn, and she's like, girl, you should have started this a long time ago. I was like, don't tell me that. Oh, I'm just getting so old.
This does smell like lemon, like a definite citrus smell scent. So if you like that, I definitely recommend this. I love citrus scents, so I'm all about this. The reason I said that it was working for like 2 weeks is because over the past 2 weeks when I was working on the musical, I was being really lazy with my skincare. I would get home at like midnight and take off my makeup with like a makeup wipe, use some toner, and I was like, that's fine for today. 2 weeks of that does no favors for the face. Alright, moving on, I have quite a few face product favorites. The first couple are concealers. I've talked about how I'm not a huge concealer user. I don't really, it's just an extra step that I've never felt the need to take, but now I love these, and it's really hard to not use them now. So the first one is another IT Cosmetics product. This is the Bye Bye Undereye in neutral medium, and I love this. I would never consider my skin tone to be medium. I don't think anybody would, but this peachiness, I just spit. That's embarrassing. But the peachiness in this definitely cancels out the darkness under my eyes, and as you probably know by now, I'm an insomniac, and my dark circles are so real. So real. So this helps cancel them. And then the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I'm sure you all have heard of this by now. I feel like every single YouTuber in the entire beauty community loves this concealer, with good reason. This is an incredibly brightening concealer, and you don't need a lot. In fact, it's easy to use too much, and if you use too much, it's obviously too much. In fact, I've said before that I actually scrape off the excess onto the inside of the container before I apply it, because that's all you need for like both my under eyes, along the bridge of my nose, on my forehead. Like, you don't need any extra product at all. So I'm wearing it today in all those areas that I mentioned, and I've used it in a couple tutorials that I've shown as well. Well, get ready with me videos. To set that, I've been loving this combination. Now I know everybody also loves this Laura Mercier Loose Translucent powder, and I'm fine with this powder. I'm not like over the moon about it. I don't think it's like the most amazing powder I've ever used in my life, but in combination with a damp, this is the Real Techniques Complexion Sponge, I believe is what it's called. This makes all the difference. Now, I always thought using like something damp with a powder didn't make sense, because then wouldn't it get like, you know, pasty or just like weird, but no. No, no, no. It's amazing. And I used it today under my eyes. It makes a huge difference. I don't do it every day because I'm too lazy. Like, I don't want to go all the way to the bathroom. It's just so far. It requires so much energy. But it's amazing. If you have dry under eyes or just like dry parts of your face and applying powder is like the devil, then this makes it it hydrates. That extra moisture in the damp sponge like makes a big difference. So I love that. Another face product I have been loving so much is the Becca Mineral Blush in Flowerchild. This is one of the blushes that is in my Afterglow palette as well. But oh my gosh, I love, love, love this color. I am wearing it today and I've been wearing it a lot lately. This gives your face like some brightness without being like shimmery. It gives you a glow. It's just like a very natural, healthy flush. You can apply more if you want to be like a bit more pigmented, but sheerly applied, it just looks like a nice pop of, it's a golden pink color, I would say. Oh my gosh, these clouds are killing me. And lastly, for face things, is a brush. Actually, this was in my last BoxyCharm. This is the Luxie 512 Small Contouring Brush. Now, I've been using this ever since the first time I tried it. I was all about my Real Techniques small, the Real Techniques contour brush is what it's called, and it's different in that it's tapered, whereas this one is kind of just like a fluffy brush. And I use this today. I've been using it every day, and I like the fact that it's not tapered, so it seems to blend and diffuse the color better. That might not be what you want, depending on what kind of contour you're working for. I still love my Real Techniques one, but just right now, I've really, really been loving this. Okay, I've got a lot of MakeupGeek things right here. The first thing being the 4 eyeshadows, and I put them into a quad so it feels like less. So, looking at them, you're probably like, Katie, they all kind of look like similar. These 3 are your typical kind of transition blending colors, and then we've got this warmer one up here. But all of these will warm up any eye look that you're doing. Quite frankly, I don't know how I blended anything before I had these. I'm just at a loss right now. Now that I have these in my collection, I honestly do not see how I could go back to using anything but these. These are fantastic. The formulas are just brilliant. They're soft, they blend like a freaking dream. The colors here I have are Peach Smoothie, Creme Brulee, Frappe, and Cocoa Bear. Jester, the foil shadow, used to be where Frappe is now, but it got demoted because these 4 just have to be together. I don't use Cocoa Bear every day because it's obviously not just like a blending color, it's more of a crease color, but it is good to warm up any look in the crease. Or I use it today kind of like in between the black and like this purple color that I have going on here. I put it like right there to add like a little bit of definition as well. So it's just, I love these. I can't even say enough about them. And another MakeupGeek product, this is the Duochrome Pigment in Hologram. Oh man, I love this. Like, I don't even know if I've ever loved an eyeshadow as much as I love this pigment. Like, that's a big claim for me, because if you saw how many eyeshadows I have, I'm a sucker for anything that's duochrome, to be honest. I've said this before, like any kind of color shift, I'm all about it. I mean, look at my nails right now, like, but this is, I would say, like a peachy coral with a golden greenish kind of shift to it. It's beautiful. It looks amazing on the eyes because of the difference in color. I'm wearing a little bit of it just like down here on the lower lash line, as well as a little bit under the wing, which I like to do sometimes. One thing I will have to point out that I'm really not pleased with is the packaging, because first of all, it doesn't have a sifter, but also my jar is cracking. Now I have not dropped this, I am not rough with it, I don't know what happened, but my jar is cracked. It broke right there. I don't know if you'll be able to see that there's a piece that just broke off. And then I just noticed looking at it now that the rest of the jar over here, I need to close this, I'm afraid I'm gonna drop it, is also cracking. Again, I have not dropped this, so I don't know what the heck the problem is, but there's that. Lastly, for eye products, I have the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliner in Distortion. I used this in my New Year's Eve tutorial, I used this in my prom get ready with me video. I love this. I have quite a few of these. Urban Decay sent them to me at the end of last year, and I've been playing with them and using them in different looks that I've done. But this one in particular I love because it looks kind of like nothing, because it is like an iridescent white color, but when you put it over black or any kind of color, it brings like this really cool effect. It brings almost like, I don't want to say light, but definite, just like a glow. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just so pretty and it brings a lot of attention to the eyes, and I just think it's really awesome. One thing about these glitter eyeliners though is that they are probably the best way to wear glitter, because it's not, forget loose glitter pigments, like that's a waste of time. These you can apply because they are eyeliners. You can apply them as liners, or you can apply them all over the lid very easily. They stay put, and they also are very easily removed. I just use my regular Neutrogena makeup wipes, and it's like a regular eyeshadow. It's fantastic, totally recommend these. Last makeup product is, this shouldn't be a surprise, but I feel like I haven't talked about this as much as I wear it. This is the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Lolita. I love this, I'm wearing it now, but my camera always distorts the color on my lips. It's really frustrating, but I love this. I've worn this probably like 95% of the days since I first put it on. I think I got it either in December of last year or January of this year, so it's been a good like 4 months or so, and I'm still completely in love with this. Like, it's the best everyday kind of color that still gives like something extra over like a regular nude color. So love, 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 love. Okay, I do have a couple of fashion-y favorites. The first one being these bracelets. These are Pura Vida. If you guys live in Southern California, specifically San Diego, you've probably seen these in like every like local shop that they have around here. They are handmade by artisans in Costa Rica, I believe it is, and because that, all these bracelets and purchasing them provides full-time jobs for these people. Now they look kind of like fancy friendship bracelets, but what's different about these is that they are coated, I believe, with some type of wax, so they're completely waterproof and extremely durable because of that. Most friendship bracelets wear down and then they fall off, and that's when your wish is supposed to come true, but that's not the point. These are like a step up. There are so many options on the site, it's overwhelming. Like, I was browsing for like 4 days because there are so many and you want them all. Like, it's insane. What's really cool as well is there are also some bracelets that are for specific causes and different animal causes, different medical issues, different cancer groups and things like that. The money that you spend, a portion of it goes to whatever cause that bracelet happens to be for. I hope that wasn't too convoluted. But it's great, I love the concept, the bracelets are awesome, the quality is really good. That's right? Okay. And I just love them, I really honestly do. I do have a discount code for you guys if you're interested. It's not an affiliate code, but it's just a discount code for you guys for 20% off, so I will put that in the description box if you're interested. As well, I'll link the ones that I picked myself as well. Okay. The other fashion favorite is my bomber jacket. I wore this in a haul? I think it was a haul, and I got a lot of questions about it, even though I linked it in the description box of that video, just saying. But I love this, I wear it all the time. Probably too much, to be honest, but I freaking love it. It is the perfect warmth level for Southern California, and it's great. It fits me perfectly, and the color olive green, you know me, I love it. So I will link this again in this description box, and I think I got a discount code for the very first time from Shein, I think. I need to check my email. If I have it, I will put it down with this link as well. But yeah, I just love this. Lastly, I have one miss that I don't have with me because I used it. It is a Lush bath bomb. Unfortunately, it's the Dragon's Egg one, I believe is the name, and I was completely underwhelmed by it. Now I think because after I used Intergalactic, that was like the coolest bath bomb ever, so I think anything in comparison might seem kind of lame. So the Dragon's Egg one seemed very lame. It was just a white bath bomb that had like gold shimmer inside it and then like these weird color things in it, and it ended up just looking like pee in the end. And I was really unimpressed. But that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's been a while, but I don't have anything to add to that. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye. That was my stomach. Did you hear that?